Hey y'all, hey. Long time no talkie, long time no see, but I've been neglecting y'all, and I don't want to keep neglecting y'all for those who care to hear the words that I have to speak. I just wanted to say hello, and I just wanted to remind yourself of something that I have to remind myself of too sometimes, like when it comes to the dating and the relationship realm, and it comes to preparing yourself for your one-day spouse. Understand that God doesn't work in confusion. I think we all know that. We've heard that so many times, yet we find ourselves, involved with somebody or, seeing a potential prospect, but all you see is confusion. All you see is games, a toxicity, manipulation, one red pill tactic after another, and you just don't know what's going on. Like, you think things are fine, or you think, okay, this person has a good head on their shoulders, but then they turn around and throw a monkey wrench in there, and it's like, okay, instead of just being a decent person, and granted, I'm speaking as a woman, speaking in my experience, like with men and the things that I've seen and other women see or endure, instead of showing you that, hey, look, this is why you should want me. This is all the reasons why I am the right one for you. Instead of showing you all great things, right? Because that's usually what you want to do, is put your best foot forward when it comes to meeting somebody and trying to build a connection with somebody, right? You're supposed to show them why you are the best option, why you are the best match for them. And when I say option, I'm not even saying in the sense that you're out here and you're juggling people. That's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, people you come across, it's options until you find that person, right? Because you can always say yes to somebody else. You can always say yes to the wrong one. You can always say yes to the right one. So I think it's important to understand that God doesn't work in confusion. He doesn't. He doesn't work in confusion. So if you have yourself questioning what's going on, why this, why that, it's not of God. And I know that sounds so clear and so like simple and straight to the point, but that's just what it is, because again, he doesn't work in confusion. God's not going to give you somebody who wants to toy with you. God's not going to bring you somebody, okay? I have to take my sunglasses off for this. God isn't going to remold you, resculpt you, and position you as a woman to be found by a godly man just to change his mind and then hand you over to a man with a reprobate mind. Just to change his mind and hand you over to a man who's not worthy of you and who's not qualified to lead you. Understand that a lot of men, because of how they move, they will project their insecurities onto you, and then they'll play games with you because for some reason in their mind, they think that you're doing something or you're playing a game, right? Not because you've done anything. You haven't done anything at all, but because of their own insecurities and because of what they know that they are doing, they feel like, okay, well, if I'm doing this and getting away with it, or whatever it is that they think they're getting away with, maybe she's doing it too. So they'll have you questioning things, like what is going on. And I've seen this personally several times myself, where again, everything seems to be going good, everything seems to be right, but then all of a sudden it's like, you think, oh, he got a good head on his shoulders, okay, this might actually be a match here, like we seem to connect. But then all of a sudden he throws something in there, and it's like all of a sudden he starts treating me like I'm his opponent. And I'm like, wait, if we're trying to get to know each other and I'm looking for my husband, okay, maybe that's not you. But the fact that you automatically, for some reason, instead of pursuing me in a connection in a wholesome way and seeing if you are the man that God has called to lead me, you look at me like I'm somebody who needs to be defeated by you. And again, this is, if you look at the psychology of it, it's a toxic little boy who's been hurt by women, and now he hates women. And, and just instead of healing, he just continues to go out here and hurt people who had nothing to do with hurting him in the first place. And he will lie to himself and tell himself that you're this and you're that just to feel good about what he's doing. In fact, he will watch you, and he will look high and low and look for evidence that you're moving like a hoe, and will actually be the very hoe that he was afraid you were. He will literally play in your face and show you, look, I'm the toxic one here. But these men, you're not supposed to give yourself to. You're supposed to say, okay, check. Okay, you're toxic. Okay, you're F-boy. Okay, you're not a man of God. Okay, so that was just all talk. Okay, because you actually really just want to fornicate and sleep around and you want to juggle women. Like, understand that man when you see him. Understand him and recognize him for being who he is. He is who he is. You can't change nothing, y'all. You can't change a man who's not for you. You can't make an ungodly man be a godly man. You can't make the man who's not for you be the one for you. There's nothing you can do that can make a man choose you, that can make a man do right by you. There's nothing in your power that you can do to make him do right. That has to be a decision on his own. And if his decision is, oh no, I'm just going to play games with you, I'm just going to toy with you because I'm a child, I'm a little boy, and I have yet to grow up, I have yet to heal, and I don't know how to deal with women. If he treats you like a little boy, like when a little boy has a crush on a little girl, what does he do? Bully her, he picks on her, beats her up or whatever, because he's a little boy and he don't understand that that's immature. But it's his lack of maturity. He's not supposed to understand because he's a child. But guess what? There are men, child, who act the exact same way. Start looking at them as little kids because that's what they are showing you. They're not mature enough and stable enough mentally, emotionally, spiritually, one, for a relationship, but most definitely they're not mature enough for a godly union in Christ. And so understand, when a man comes to you and he doesn't bring clarity to you and all he brings is confusion and you question, I say this, y'all, as a good rule of thumb, if you have more question marks than you have answers, then you have your answer. He is a giant red flag that you need to move from your life and you need to be done with. Excuse me, y'all, I'm in the drive-through car wash if you didn't realize that. But understand that what God has for you will come with clarity, will come with peace. You'll feel safe around him. Your heart will feel safe around him. You'll feel safe around him and with him, and you won't have to question all these things that you're questioning right now. So if you're looking at this video, good chances are you've already been questioning somebody and it just don't make sense to you. You're trying to wrap your mind around it. Understand that's a toxic little boy and he's more than likely just playing games with you because he wants to manipulate and control, because he doesn't have control in his life. He's always chosen bad and picked the wrong women who dogged him out. So now his goal is to try to have some type of control going forward. He wants to control you and make you pay for what the other women did to him. It's not fair and it's not right, and this person essentially only sabotages what could have been beautiful. They literally shoot themselves in the foot. Shoot themselves in the face. They literally don't blow their whole face off. That's how toxic they are. And they really think that they're going to get somewhere with you. Like they think they're getting something out of it until they watch you do the walk-in, and then you no longer want anything to do with them. And then somehow they're confused by why you don't want anything to do with them. Because they thought the manipulation tactics was going to make you desperate and thirsty for them, and that they would finally get what they want from you being all over them and being all pressed for them, right? But yet what he fails to realize is, if he did have you that way, he wouldn't respect you and he wouldn't value you. No man respects a woman that allows him to walk all over her. No man respects a woman who uses and abuses her. No man respects a woman who doesn't check him when he's out here moving messy, or doesn't question him or expect him to come higher, to come to a higher plane. No man respects that woman. So while they're out here thinking that's the type of woman they want, that should show you how toxic and red pill that they are, that they want to be able to, they want a weak woman to manipulate and control. But when they can't have that, they don't know what to do with it. But understand, a grown boy, when you see one, again, if there's no clarity and it's all confusion and you have more question marks than you have answers, then you have chosen the wrong one, or you have your eyes on the wrong one at the moment. Let go and let live. I promise you, move on. You will lose nothing. Keep your legs closed, keep yourself to yourself, so you can walk away with your dignity and your self-respect intact. Sure, you might have wasted a little bit of time getting to know him, but guess what? You didn't walk away with him being able to say he had you. And if you can walk away without being able to say he had you, like he didn't get you on your back, he didn't get you in the sheets, sis, you are winning. You are winning. You aren't losing nothing, and you dodged a bullet. Congratulations. Thank you for listening, y'all. Take care, and y'all bless.